live. Let me know if you have questions. Fix my hair. Appreciate you all being here. I am gonna get started in a second. Let me turn my music down. Turn it down quite a bit. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all coming through. So we're gonna get started. Your girl got her hair done. So got my hair done. I'm trying to keep it. We'll see how this goes, y'all. But thank you so much for joining. We're gonna get to talking and chatting. Appreciate you all coming through. It was time. It was past due. I couldn't wear the baseball cap another day. So I'm here. Hello, love the hair. I can't stay. That's fine, friend. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much. Yes, I was just saying I couldn't wear that baseball cap another day. Stayed up late doing it, but I was like, it's time. It's time. Let me just go ahead and knock it out. So yeah, I didn't get to bed till 2 o'clock this morning. So I was like, ugh. My husband was annoyed because I had the light on in the bedroom the whole time, and he he was like, "What in the world? Today is my baseball cap day." It was. I had the cap on a whole week. Today is Friday. That cap was on all week long, and plus, I think it was like I put it on last Wednesday. So it served its purpose. It is good, and we are now back to some normalcy. We'll see how long this hairstyle lasts, but I'm gonna try to keep it up for definitely 5 weeks or so. I'm trying to see if I can get push it throughout the month of September. We'll see. But then it'll be like, okay, girl, it's time. It's time. It's been time. I'm walking my. Got to bed at 11. I'm moving. It's moving. Oh yeah, that's right. Whew, yes, my daughter, she's been moved in since Sunday. And so she's doing good. They start classes next week. So yes, wishing you and your son all the best. I know, but it's bittersweet. I get it because when the kiddos they leave the house and you have them, and I know your son's not far away, and my daughter's not either. But it's nice to see that transition for them and for you, for us. So we both are like slowly applauding, like, hey, it's time. Part two, we started yesterday. Oh, okay, nice. I had a couple people in my room. They're becoming empty nesters, and so they're dealing with the empty nesting part of it with their kids transitioning. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a good time though. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are busy. Mine is home every. Oh, he's home every weekend. So you see him quite a bit then. Yeah. My daughter, she has her car. This is now she took her car back with her. So my husband and I was talking about, she ain't gonna stay in college in the college town. She's gonna be all over the state of Florida. So we're hopeful we can get her to be cool. Never an empty nester. Oh Lord. Yeah, I can understand that's my situation. I won't be one for quite some time, but yes, I got you. They come back home. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all being here. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Oh, he doesn't drive either. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Um, Thank you so much for being here. If you don't mind, go ahead and like the live, comments, and subscribe. We appreciate comments. My moderator, yes, Michelle, she's here for a few minutes. I think she hand-hearted me out, so she might not be here long. So definitely you want to connect with her if you're interested really quickly in getting support with your YouTube channel in particular, optimizing it, understanding how to grow your channel. So she's a great person to connect with. But yeah, let me know if you have questions. We're going to talk. How you doing, Vlogs? Hello, friend. How are you? I appreciate you coming through. This is my live stream that I have here where we're going to talk about going live. I am a TikTok creator network, so I do have approval from TikTok, and I'm going to co-stream in a second. I usually turn my camera on. I started with YouTube first because you guys join me, we connect, we get to talking, but I'm going to go over there and just talk a lot about TikTok, and this becomes a playlist for people to go back and watch. So feel free to ask questions. Let me know how I can support you. And then, like I said, we will also chat on the other page too. So um, let me know if there's any questions, friends, in the meantime. Let's see. My screen I'm setting up over here. Okay. Yeah, but I usually do look at the comments here. So as you guys are connecting with me, I will see comments. I will comment back. And then, like I said, I also use this as an opportunity to co-stream and chat on TikTok. So we're going to get started in a second and talk to all of you in both places. And then if you're, like I said, if you're able to connect with Michelle before she left, like I said, she's a great person to make sure you are getting support. Okay? But we're about to go live, friends. Go live. Let me go to my home screen. I don't know if it went live, huh? Is it under review? Let's make sure I can go live on that. I don't think it gave me permission for that particular option. Let's see. Create a new one. I always create a live event so I can use that to connect with people. I like showing the live event. Can't connect if it starts early. Let's see. They're telling me I have to wait till 10:15, y'all. Tell me I have to wait. Let's see. Let's wait. We don't want it to be shoppable. We're going to put on the audience controls. We're going to set it there. We're going to do that. And then we're going to see. I think it's going to be under review. And so let's see if it gets approved quickly. I don't get them. I may have to wait. All right, friends. Let me know if you have questions in the meantime. It usually will let me go live 10 minutes in advance. So let's see. Is it going to let me do it? Still under review. Okay. Love to hear. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. We're just going to go live. Let's see what happens if we just go live. We just go live without that one. That's fine. And then, thank you so much. I was just sharing with Michelle. It's been one of those things that I like to not wear the baseball cap anymore. Because I had the baseball cap on all week. So I was like, it's time. It's time. Time to have no baseball cap. Let's let the baseball cap rest. So yes, it got done yesterday night. I was up late doing it. So that's what it's all about, friends. We are going to go live here. Let me add a topic. This is a learn room. We're going to go live. So going live. Hello. Thank you so much all who are joining the live. I appreciate you. Come on in. This is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I want to make sure I'm answering questions for all of you as well. We'll get started in just a few seconds here. Let's see. How you doing? Hello, friend. How you doing, Coach B? How are you? Come on in. How you doing, Angie? Come on in, Natty Nat. How are you? I see the Lisa's coming in. Hi, Jonah. How are you? Did I say that right? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys grabbing that daily heart me. Thank you so much. As you guys can tell, I am here. Came on a few minutes later. I was doing my YouTube setup. Thank you, friends on the YT, joining me over there. And so we are here now, doing good. And you, I'm doing well, Angie. Hey, y'all. Hey, Doc. How you doing, friend? I'm doing well. You know, I'm always trying to make sure I am coming on as early as possible. Well, hey. I'm not in a baseball cap, y'all. I'm not in a baseball cap. I was in a baseball cap for a whole week, y'all. I'm like, Lord, I gotta get this cap off my head. So So yes, thank you so much. It was time, y'all. Hair is looking good. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was past due. So yes, I'm not in the cap, y'all. So I'm here. But thank you all for coming in. We're gonna get to talking and chatting. Thank you so much. That is our go-to. I know it is. Well, so what happened was it was time to, obviously, it was just time to do it anyway. So I had washed it and had the cap on. Well, I walked my son to school in the morning. I live in Orlando, Florida, and it's been super humid in the morning. It's hot. He's moving fast. I'm moving fast because he has his little scooter, and I'm trying to move. And I'm like, when I come back, I'm just drenching, drenching. And I was like, okay, y'all. I said I can either rock this baseball cap because it's convenient, or I need to make a decision. And so I just finally let it go. I was like, let me make a decision. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair. So that's what ended up happening. I was like, I stayed up to 2 o'clock. I was like, I gotta get it done because if I don't do it now, it won't get done. I'm gonna be in a baseball cap for the next 9 months. I'm just saying. so, so the baseball cap had to go. I was like, it's time to let the baseball cap go, even though it was convenient. I'm there now. Like I had to figure it out exactly. Figure it out. Yes, yes. I hope the word is not filtered again. Oh, hair. Let me check. I should check. Let me check and see what words are filtered, because they people will compliment me on the hair, and then I never saw it because it was a filtered word. so, um, so yeah. Well, the app is being challenged. They just got off a live. I couldn't see chat. Oh, your total chat was, well, what would you mean you couldn't see it? Now let me say this: there is a way when you touch the screen that you make the chat go away. I don't know what I do to do that. Somebody else in the room, let me know. If you want to come up, let me know, because I know there's a way. I don't want to touch it down, but I know it's a way you do it, and I've done it a couple of times, and the chat actually does disappear. So it's something that you touched possibly, but I did it to myself before, and I was like, oh, let me fix. So I don't want to touch it wrong, but there is a way you can make the chat. It's almost like if you swipe up or swipe down, something you do that makes it disappear. Oh, you did. Oh, you did yourself. Yes. Yes, I'm a girl of many talents. I can braid. If I could braid, and then you just take the crochet hook, and I can do that. So that's easy. I grew up. I was one of those girls that had my baby dolls, and my daughter gave me a lot of practice. So I can braid pretty well. Couldn't see some gifts, but could see other gifts. So weird. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. You said mute and delete. Let's see, friend. Let's see. As a school teacher, sweating and running down the reach got to do something. Exactly. Exactly. You said I complimented you. You used the word hair. Let me see real quick. Just swipe. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Coach Jesse, I think you're trying to come up. Give me 1 second, because I was gonna go real quick and look at my filtered words real quick. Let me check for it, friend. Let me just make sure I'm not filtered. I was just about to click that. Blocked accounts, muted accounts, comment settings. Let me just see. Block terms. Um, no, that's not a word that's in there that's blocked. Let me just search hair, just in case. No, it's not in here. Okay. I was just making sure. There are some terms you can block. You can add words, and you can remove them too. You know how when you are olive and the app acts up. Let's see, to the sides. I know once, and then you go this way. I know swiping to this side, you can see the big words, but I don't see where. Good morning. How you doing, Coach Rhonda? Coach Jesse, give me 1 second. I'm about to let you know. Yeah, I know that all the apps is acting up. Interesting. Looking good. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Coach Jesse, I'm accepting you now, friend. Okay. You were about to say something? Hey, friend, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, so I was just saying about the screen. So for mine, it's I think it's to the right, but it just will erase it, so it's just you. And you don't see anything. And if I want to bring it back, I just swipe it over again. But most of the time, and that's only if I want to see something for myself. Like if I want to see, well, how the word cover the bottom. So if I want to just kind of see, like if like something like my shirt or something like that, um, I'll swipe it back. But it's like something that, or sometimes I'm not even trying to do it, and it happens. Like you said, it
Yeah,
happens.
I'm not sure. When you say swipe, are you swiping down or up? Because swiping
Um,
left or right, you get two different screens. I get the big screen words, and then I get the real time performance going the other direction.
um, no. See, maybe it's an Android thing, and Apple
Apple
thing.
versus Android
Okay, that could
functionalities.
be it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because if I want the if I want the big words, and you know what? Because I most of the time, actually no, this is when I'm using my tablet because I go live on my tablet.
Okay.
So,
I think she
but
will. She will. If you want to come up after this, I think she's referring to some other functionality. Um, but I think she's referring to some other issue. But I was saying it out loud because I know there's a way where you can disappear your chat, and I think that's what you're saying. Your chat can disappear.
yeah, the chat, like yeah, if you didn't want it, if you didn't
Hmm.
want it in front, and of course you definitely want it in front, but if you wanted to swipe it away, that's how I do it on my screen. It's not something obviously it's like a thing, but it's doable. And then the other thing is, this morning I was in Mrs. Treetop room,
Hmm.
and the same thing that happened to me with the giving,
Uh-huh.
it did not register. It didn't register with me. I gave it to her gift that she pinned,
Hmm.
and I did it, and it did not register. I
Mm.
don't I don't know if it's not registering on my end as far as how you go back and claim the points
Right.
or even see the numbers. Because it's showing you the numbers that you just gave, or is it like, do they not see it? Because when I look back inside to see, my name is there that I did it, but I don't have no points to show for me to claim.
I don't know.
And there's no numbers that go on the top. So I don't know if anybody else experienced that, and I'm not sure why, but now that's the second room that happened in, and it seems to be after I claim my first, like you do all of your rounds things and claim everything and all the regular things, but then this be like the extra giving, like as people set new goals. That
Right.
seems to be like, man, I don't get it. The other ones I get, everything else initially, we give the popular votes and all that from the first part. But
Mm.
then if you set a new goal and then I go and I give to that new goal, that does not register, and
Right.
it doesn't give me nothing to claim. And I don't know if that's happening to anybody else, or maybe find out if the person that I gave, if it registered on their end, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I
Don't
don't know
know.
what. Yeah. I don't know if I've heard. I think your experience might be fairly unique. Yeah.
Hmm.
As a
Okay.
viewer experience. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else in the room has experienced that. Nika, you're in these TikTok streets as a viewer. Have you experienced that? Put it in the chat. Anybody else as a viewer experience your points not being registering?
After
She
after
said I didn't hear. She
claiming,
said she
like,
didn't hear the issue. Miss Darlene
oh,
said
oh,
no. Um,
yes. So
she
this is
will
the
say
second.
yes. So okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Explain the issue.
Oh, so this is the second room. So when you first come and you claim all of your points and all of the things, and then all the numbers is on the top, which is what I normally do. Just kind of do everything for the box, okay? And then after I do all of that, and I'll even do whatever the goal is and all that, and also the if I'm there for the flash goal, all of that I'll do initially, and I go in the box and claim all my points because I know sometimes you be done forgot, so I just go in there and I claim all my points, and then I'm just kind of tapping and doing the regular things. But then if the goal is reset and I give to that goal, and that does not register for me to point any. I mean, for me to claim any points. And when I hit the what is it called, the goal, my name is there that I gave it, because you can see everyone who was in there. So when I hit it and I see it, to see like, well, I know I did it. It took you know what, I gotta see if it took it out. That might be a good way to look, if it took it out of my funds, but I mean out of my points. But I don't know why I don't get the points to claim again, because I just gave.
I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. I've seen it where it says you reached your limit. I've seen that message before. Points
what do
were
you mean?
glitchy. Okay, Nika's saying points was glitchy yesterday. There's a time when it's like you reached your daily, or today you reached your daily limit for points or something. I've seen that in my daily heart me. Go to other
Oh,
people's
well, yeah.
rooms.
Those are the regular points that you claim.
Right. That's not what you're talking
But
about.
no, it's if you like, if we in your room right now, you come and your live goal is set, and then let's say somebody say, hey, set a new goal. You gotta get a new. So
Right.
you go and you set a new goal, and whatever that was. At first, I thought it was because I didn't have the gift, like the balloon that you were talking about.
Right.
But I don't have that gift. I don't know why, but it's still registered that I gave it.
Mm.
And then today, and Mrs. Treetop, she had donuts. I know I got donuts.
Yeah, yeah.
So I gave, into it, but nothing changed, nothing to claim.
Mm.
My name is there that I gave it. I gave like 3 donuts. It registered on her thing that I gave.
Okay.
It has my name there that I gave it, but I didn't have any points to claim to add to my points. So that's the second one. So I don't know. Maybe it is a glitch, but
Mm.
yeah. So that was it.
Okay. Okay. All right, Coach Jesse.
All
Well,
right.
yeah, we'll monitor it. I think, as more people bring this up, I know Nika said it's been glitchy yesterday. So as more people bring it up, we'll take note of it and see how others are experiencing it. Okay.
Okay. And the last thing I would just say, with the battles tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try to do some of them, and we could definitely do, like practice the different things, like
Mm-hmm.
beans and everything, because it's just for us to learn. It's not like it's not like competitive. So I just wanted to put it out there for us to just learn, so that if we want to take it to our rooms, we'll at least know how to do it. And learning amongst
Each other.
with each other.
Like a learning experience. I love that. Don't let me forget. I have a note that I want to talk about with co-hosting. I'm gonna mention what I said yesterday, but it was something else I didn't say yesterday. So I want to make sure I note that.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's kind of aligned with what you're talking about.
Okay. It's called. I called it Friends and Learn, so that we could just like learn. Look, how to even get it like that, the 3-way. Because honestly, I don't know.
That's what I want to talk about. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
In the 4-way.
Yes.
In the 4-way. Talk about that too.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Take care.
All right. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I got the flash go too. Hold on. Did it go away? TikTok. TikTok's like, no, you don't have a flash go. Oh, TikTok, you're so disrespectful at times. Just flat out disrespectful. Heart me, y'all. Thank you. TikTok, it's just disrespectful to me. Thank you all. I appreciate it. We'll see if I get close, but I appreciate all this. Yes, I saved it today. Thank you. I said TikTok's so disrespectful. It's like, people come in and get it. But thank you so much. Okay, we got 3 left. That's beautiful. Thank y'all. We'll see what happens in the next 10, 15 minutes. She will. You had a question you wanted to. Okay, I'm accepting you now, friend. Almost there. Yes, almost there. Thank you so much. We were holding it. Appreciate y'all. Hey,
Hey,
friend.
hey,
Hey.
it has been an interesting week. Let me tell you, I keep track of every time TikTok app glitches and acts up. I've started taking screenshots and I just uploaded. You know how after we do our lives, we get the all the different kind of recordings, you can share like if someone gave gifts or you can just share a snippet of the live recording. So here's what was happening. We had multiple things happening this morning. Sometimes you only have one or two. We had multiple. Someone would come into the room. I could see that.
Okay.
They would say hello, and I could see that. Every conversation after that, I couldn't see.
Oh.
Thank God my mom was there, but she got kicked out of the room 3 different times, literally turned her phone off, reset everything, would come back in. So she got kicked out 3 different times this morning. She was testing gifts to see what I could see on the screen because the screen was the issue this morning.
Mm.
And so couldn't see any of the little gifts.
Okay.
Because she literally gave me a list of here's what I sent, here's what I sent, here's when I sent it. So like the little things like the bubblegum kiss and the tiny nannies and things like that, couldn't see that. Could see the big what's the big bubble ear headset, the headphone set?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
I could see that.
Okay.
But I couldn't see any of the others. I could see heart meanings. And here I was literally leading a live where we were playing hook roulette. This is the Live Host Lab. This is not my leadership teaching. So in the Live Host Lab, we're trying to have fun learning how to develop our skills as live hosts.
Right, right.
Well, boy, did I test my comedian skills this morning because I literally couldn't see anybody's reply.
Wow.
So I just had to play like I could. Well, I'm guessing your reply is this, and so here's what I will suggest. The app is glitching left and right. And the only question I have is it because of the handoff?
Okay. I hear you. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I've had the same thing that Nico was talking about as well. I've started taking screenshots every time I'm in someone's room and I give a heart meeting and I'm getting my engagement points. I've started taking screenshots just to know, am I getting credit? And I look down at my gifts and I've started paying attention every time I'm giving something out of my gift box. What did I have before I gift? What was my count after I gifted?
Okay. Nika said there was a new update, and she said things are glitching. There, it's funny you say that. I have not checked the app update. Is that what you meant by that, Nika? Happens every time they update. Do you think it's in the app where you have to update your app? I wonder if that's it. Have you updated your app recently? She will.
I will double check, but
Okay.
Mom, yes, I'm kind of on top of that, and
Okay.
maybe it's just because I'm used to it. Being in the startup world, we do that kind of stuff on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because it's just part of our daily thought process. Whereas the everyday person, it's not part of their daily thought process.
Let me check now. Let me check. I'm gonna check on my other phone and see if there's an app update out there.
Yeah, and that's another really great reason to have a good mod for your room because she saw things were showing up on her app differently than they were showing up on my app.
It says open. It doesn't say update.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume it's not an update that's happening right now. It just says open.
So I gotta say, there's part of me that's going, is this really gonna get any better if who owns it with the M?
Yeah, they can be a little extra too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So that's how we dissected it this morning. We literally had a debrief after the live. I said, okay, here's what I didn't see and here's what I did see. And she's like, here are all the things I sent.
Yeah. I'm still in a space where I don't want to speculate too much about what's happening. I do imagine that there's some things that they're doing constantly to update this app. So we're seeing new features and functionality all the time. So That's part of it, and I think we're in the state of change right now. Now, does that mean like the ultimate change? I don't know. There's this whole uh, theory right now because the WH just created their account,
Mm.
and so they created an account, and essentially, people are like, well, wait a minute. If this was a concern with other countries. I'm not. I'm speaking in code on purpose, y'all. So if this was a concern, why would the WH create an account? So, there is this speculation that yeah, maybe the deal has been done, things have been changed already, and we're in the midst of this transition phase. But it's pretty interesting if the issue was data concerns, privacy concerns, other countries having data. Well, all the things that was being discussed, and now we're here, and they, as the ultimate house in the country, they have an account here. So, like, why would that be? Why is that the case now? So, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
And those of us in the startup community who have a lot of tech experience, and especially when you've got colleagues who have really deep coding and tech experience, they know the different questions to ask. And so anytime I have a challenge with an app, I go to them and they're like, well, this, and this, and I'm like, oh, crap. So yeah, there's certain things I don't say online too because it divulges too much. It divulges too much information and
Right.
makes you a target.
Exactly. Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Take care. Bye bye. Let's see. All right, friends. Yeah, so we'll pay attention to it. We'll pay attention to what's going on. I mean, I think all of us are noting some changes that's occurring. One thing I did do, and this is just something that you might want to pay attention to in terms of how your account is operating. I realized my 5G was always running, and it wasn't actually picking up my Wi-Fi. So right now I'm on the Wi-Fi. I have a full 5 bars, that 5 or 4 bars, or whatever it is. I have a full set of bars. It is now operating where it's on my Wi-Fi in the house, and so it's picking up. The other day I was having all those glitches and stuff, and then I later went in to see what's going on, and I turned off my cellular data, just cut it off altogether, so that it had to pick up my Wi-Fi. So just play around with that type of stuff too, and just see if you're getting the whole interrupted signals, unstable signals. I realized it was my cellular data was acting up in my home, and it wasn't the reverse where you would think your Wi-Fi is acting up. It was actually the cellular data that was kind of interfering with picking up my Wi-Fi. So since then, it's been better, and this is just the last 3 days or so. Looks like, hello, friend. Thank you so much. Looks like about in the room. They gave her poor quality violations from her auction style repetitiveness. Oh, Nika, I missed something. What happened now? Nika, what are you referring to? Let me see. I missed a comment. Who was her? You said mine auto updates, but I see glitches. Give it a couple of days. You said it happens every time, and then you said they gave you. So maybe one of your other comments got filtered, the one before this, because it says it gave her poor quality violations for her auction style repetitiveness. Interesting. I'm not sure who you're referring to, but yeah. How you doing, Bloom? Thank you so much for the populars. I tried to go live last night and couldn't. Said I had to be approved. Well, yeah, you have to do an ID verification. You got to be 18 years and older. So click the image, click the link in my inbox message I sent you to do the trial, and first show your ID. Do that part first. Be approved, and then go live. Yeah, but you got to show your ID. I think if you put your ID next to your face, there's a step process you got to do. On devices, my phone haven't experienced that. My iPod Pro. Gotcha. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate the daily heart me. Hello, friends. How you doing, Bloom? I did all that, but never got an answer. We'll go back to your system notification. And a lot of times people just go back and restart the live, and it's approved. Yeah. Oftentimes it's just going back. You get a quick. It's like a pretty quick approval process. So maybe you just need to go back in, come back out, and see if it's approved. I passed through a G room, gotcha, and followed today. She's no longer allowed to do it G room style. Ooh, tell me more. Yeah, interesting. I did all that but never got an answer. Interesting. Yeah, go into okay, thanks. Yeah, go into the system notifications. Go back there and see what's showing up. That might be where the answer is. Yeah. Okay. Flash is heart me. Flash is heart me. Um, we achieved the heart me. So now it's the donuts. Yeah, so we achieved that. So we got the heart me. So yeah, so she's not able. So they're removing those grow rooms then, huh? The engagement rooms. Great. They said because she was repetitive with her auction style, it was poor quality. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Now, is her style similar to other styles for those type of rooms? Let me know. Are you saying like what she did was kind of unique, or did it seem like all the others? Like she wasn't doing anything different than the others? Because you know some of the ones they do change it. They'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they say, "Look at this," and then they'll go into some storytelling, and they're answering questions, and they're having like this conversation too. I repeat myself because when we talk about new things, folks need to hear a couple times. That's true. That is true. In your room, you got to be. It's important to be repetitive because your room is changing all the time with new people coming and going. She's good at it, but yes, like the others. Okay, I have to remember. Hold on one second. Hello, it's my journey. How you doing, friend? I have to remember to continue to check account. I had a flag on one of my videos. It took you took it down. Yeah, auto check. I'm sorry, account check is important. I just got nothing about request to join. What happened? You just got nothing about request to join. To join what? Let me know, Petra. Oh, Petra, you're asking to join me. Let me let you up, friend. Okay, let me know what your question is. I am about to accept. I accept it. Yeah, you have to accept, Petra. Um, Petra, we probably need to have a one-on-one, friend, because I know there seems to be a lot of questions you have too, just in terms of how TikTok operates.
Yes.
You said yes.
You heard me. That's good.
It's like yes, I do.
Yeah, and there's someone else asking me to join too. I don't know. I just saw something and someone else sent me something to join.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How can I help you, friend?
You talking to me directly?
Yeah. You requested to come up. What?
Yeah. I mean, like I wanted to know about this monetizing thing. Like when I went on live, was there a problem? Other than that guy who I saw him last night, that Kevin guy. Was he Kevin? I think
Brandon.
it was Brandon. It was Brandon, right? And I saw Brandon last night preaching, looking just like him.
Oh really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was on TikTok preaching. And I'm saying, this Brandon, I got to take his name down, but I have so many pages, so I've got to look for it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, he was preaching.
So you had a question about monetization. Did you didn't get a violation. I will say that because I see in the system I had to check for somebody else today. So you're not listed. So that's not a problem. But what were you saying about monetization?
Yeah, I got to go back in and then put my PayPal, even though I'm using the PayPal to pay. And what is that about?
Okay, so you're getting notifications from TikTok, and everybody gets these. You get them all the time. Where TikTok, when you post a video, TikTok will say, it'll be a message saying, "Do you want to promote the video?" Those happen all the time. Now, here's my thoughts on it, and let me say something. Let me give a quick caveat. Because we're on TikTok, I want to say I want to probably keep this for the Zoom conversation, just so that other people are listening, other people probably have opinions about it, so I got to be careful about what I say. But
Right.
with that being said, people make decisions to either grow their account organically, especially their content. I think the live stream is a little different because, again, the live stream, it is based off people coming in and swiping and seeing you and engaging. And if TikTok will, if you do the promote feature, TikTok will push people in your room. Now it's still up to you to keep those people engaged and keep them from swiping out your room, but they'll see you on FYP. So I think it's a little different because, again, there's some controllables that you have. When it comes to your content, I actually think a little differently about the promote. I think the organic um, growth of your content is important. I think it's important to create quality content so you're not throwing, good money after something where people are going to swipe anyway because the content is not appealing to them. So I think it's important to be conscious of your organic growth when it comes to your content. So I have two different feelings about the promote versus live stream versus content creation. But when it comes to those notifications, we all get them. You don't have to pay for them.
Right.
It's not a requirement. There's no requirement. There's nothing that says you have to do that.
Yes, but I'm thinking that just having my video just stuck there if I don't give something to have them push the video. Is that it?
It goes back to your content though. And so maybe that's the conversation we need to have in a one-on-one. And because it goes back to your content, even though they push it out, that doesn't mean people are going to engage with it. And
I understand that. Yes.
yeah.
But then last night there was this video that this young lady come up with something that TikTok wants us to do, like go with this little thing saying that let's go and do anything and dance or whatever. So I did a little singing thing and thing. So what about that? I don't think maybe you didn't see it, but it's a video that I made with our sparkles and singing. So in the meantime, what does TikTok do with that? I mean, she's saying do it, and then TikTok wants you to do it. And they keep on coming at me with things TikTok want me to do. Even today, it's something the guy said just now. He said, TikTok wants you to do this.
Well, okay. So we do need to talk offline because I think the way the content creators do, they will have content that is part of trends. There's content that they're creating that is they're trying to get people to engage with their content. So that is a strategy where people will say, TikTok wants you to do this. Here's the latest thing that TikTok did. Now make sure you like my live and heart and all this other stuff. So they do all that. You don't have to do everything they say. So okay. So I want to make sure we on the same page. Like, no, not everything they say is something you want to engage in. And then
because you can't. Because this just now before I came on here, there's two different things that this guy wanted me to do. One, he came at me on my break and he said that TikTok wants you to ask what would you do to change the world. That's one. But then after that he came back with another one. Then what would you ask? You go on and ask somebody, where do you think I'm from? With the voice. So I have to make a video of both of them. Then here it is. I had to come on to see you. So, I couldn't make none of them. Because it was right there.
it's so yeah. I mean, if you want to jump on to some of those trends and those things that people post, you said I'm in tears over here. Some shit is hit you.
That's good. That's good tears.
It is good tears, Marjorie. So it is the trends. Now it's up to you. He was just trying to make sure he had his video as much engagement on his video as possible.
I
So
know.
yeah. So you don't have to deal anything people say.
He wants to know where I'm going to say I'm from and where my voice is from. So I think that's what it is. People are funny. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No,
You want to say something?
No. Well, let's talk though, because I don't want you to feel like you have to do anything when it comes to content creation. You definitely don't have to spend money to promote your content. I would not suggest that you do that at this point in time. I think it's just comfortable creating content and posting I think that's going to be the main focus. And even if your views are low, as you are seeing other people and what they do in their videos and following some of the trends, you might get more engagement.
Yes.
It's going to be a focus on growing your numbers, improving your content creation, but yeah, don't spend a whole lot of money
Well,
trying
I'm
to
not
promote it.
spending no more money.
Yeah,
Because
don't promote
TikTok
it.
not giving me any, so why would I need to be getting something. But anyway.
Yes. All right. I appreciate your friend. Let me know
Yeah,
if you wanna find some time maybe next week. Let's find some time to connect. I'm happy to
yes.
chat with you again. Okay.
Yeah,
All
check
right.
it on
And
and
in the meantime, co-host feature when you go live, you know you can
yeah,
turn that off. I'm gonna go through it, so pay attention to what I share because I'm gonna do the screenshots I did the other day.
yeah.
And so you can turn that feature off where people don't send the messages to request a co-host with you. Okay.
Right.
So we
Yes,
could
yes.
that's something you
Thank
can
you.
toggle off and it's up to you if you want to turn it off. But I would always tell you it's just like your regular home. You don't invite people in your home, unless
Yes.
you know them. So I
Right.
always decline those requests unless I know y'all. That's the
Yeah,
only
one,
reason why.
one more thing.
Mhm.
Did I get points for when I was on a few days ago? Like 3 days ago?
What kind of points would you mean?
On
Rewards?
live, yeah, live.
Did you get some rewards? I don't. You know what? You probably got some for a little bit for me. Some for me. I don't know how much. Only because when I came in, I gifted, but then I realized you were trying to get Brendan off, and I was like, wait a minute, now I got to go into help
After
mode.
Brandon. Oh, you didn't see me on after Brandon. I was on for a
I
long
was
time.
live. Remember when I came on live? I stayed live.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I stayed live after that. But yeah, when I realized you were in distress, I went into help mode, so I didn't get a chance to really engage with your
Yeah, I
live.
appreciate that. And when I got off that, then they sent me back, about going back on live. So I
Okay.
went right back on live.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you probably did receive some rewards just from the time I was in there and anybody else who came through. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All
Well,
right.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. Take care.
Yeah, later.
Where can she check what she made? Oh, where can she check? That's a good. Thank you, Nika, for sharing that, saying that. To check your monetization, there's a couple places you could check. If you just want to check to see how many diamonds you got, you can go to your live center home screen. On there, the live analytics, it'll tell you 7 days, 28 days. It'll tell you how many likes you've gotten, how many diamonds you collected, how many comments. I think there's views. So there's a couple different metrics that are sitting there. So you could check that. If if you go to monetization, it will also share how much you've made in terms of rewards. When you go to TikTok, when you're on your profile, click TikTok Studio. Under TikTok Studio tools, scroll down, you should see the box of what your balance is, your estimated balance. When you click that, there's a couple different clicks, but one is live rewards. You can click that and know how much you've made from your lives alone. Okay. Let me know if there's questions about that. I'm gonna talk about co-hosts too. I missed some comments. If you guys had something in the chat, I might have missed it. I think you guys were talking to each other though. But let me know. Um, so, um, okay, thank you. You're welcome, friend. Petra was the one who had a person in her live. You know how you guys have the co-host. So I'm going to segue to co-host real quick. Thank you all for liking the live. Make sure we share the live out. I haven't shared my own live, so let me share it as well. So please support by sharing it. And let's see. Let me share it first. And 1 second. Okay. So, okay, there we go. Just have it there. All right, friends. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. When it comes to co-hosting, I'm going to show a couple screenshots, but essentially, Petra, after you had that situation, it brought attention to the fact that I need to kind of talk through how to make sure you're able to remove people from your live if you click co-host. let me say this before I go through that step. It was something I didn't say yesterday. Co-hosting is not a bad idea. Co-hosting, almost like a party line. So Petra actually had this happen to her, where there was essentially at one point 4 people in your room, 3 people in your room in terms of on the box, and so recognizing that you can have multiple co-hosts, just like you would think about having multiple guests. Okay, so once you're in your co-host feature, you can add more people. So you click co-host, you would invite someone, and you can invite multiple people. I think you can invite up to 2 to 3 people, 3 to 4 people as a co-host, and they're in their room. So you're not a guest. You actually have started your own live. You're in your room, and you are now there, essentially, in your room, and you're bringing your community over. It's not a bad idea, especially within the agency or even beyond, to do that because it exposes new people to your live stream. Okay? So they get to see you and your personality. You're in your room, and as a guest, you can click the person's box and click watch live and switch over to their room. Okay. Good morning. How you doing, Trisha T? Thank you so much. So you can go and watch, and you're in their room. So Patrick, for your situation, I literally jumped around to Brendan's room. That's how I knew he wasn't muted because he heard everything he was saying. So I knew he was listening. I was like, okay, if I can hear her, he can hear her. So he was just being annoying. And then the other gentleman who wanted to battle, the one that you battled with, that we really didn't battle, but the battle screen was on. I jumped in his room. I was like, "Hey, can you help her remove this guy from her room?" I was asking for his help, and he was like, he didn't know how to do it. So there's another bot in here. Another bot. The bot. Hi, bot user. User, let me know who you are. Are you a true bot? No bio yet. Let me know who you are. Say hello, users. Let us know if you're a real person. Let us know if you're a real person. If you're not a real person, we might have to remove you. We don't want bots in the room. I appreciate you joining though. But yeah, so let's see, the last bot said I was a goddess, so we left that bot in the room. So let us know you're real. Exactly. Let us know you're real, bot. There was two, the one who was just sitting there, Brenda, and then another person from the from, I don't know what that means. Let's see. When you come in and leave a period of the chat US giveaway. Yes. Yeah, it is a giveaway. I've seen it quite a bit. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Healing Hands by Keisha. How you doing, friend? All goddess bots stay. Yes, all goddess bots stay. They stay. Not talking to the bot. But there are some people have been doing that lately though. I've had a couple people. Lou, who comes in, she puts a dot in. I don't know why. It could be a bot. Olivia, did you put the dot? I think you put the dot too. Let me know what the dot means, y'all. I don't take offense. It's when they be rude, that's when they have to go. But I won a giveaway yesterday. I win them a lot. Yesterday was a hat. Oh, where are you winning these giveaways? People give it away. Is it shoppable? Is shoppable lives? Is that what it is? Let me know what's happening, friend. Coach Jesse, you won a belt recently too. The shop lives. Oh, nice. Y'all might want to. The shop lives. They do have the giveaway feature now. That's a really big thing that people are promoting. So, Nika in these TikTok shoes, I know. She said I want a belt. Yeah. Yeah, so y'all might want to pop in on some of them shoppables every now and then, but don't do your main account. Use your other account. So that way TikTok doesn't just show you shoppable content. That's the other thing about it. Yeah, so use your shop account or some other account so that you're not compromising your algorithm. I want a $200 makeup brush set. What? Girl, you gonna have me hanging out during free time. I don't have any free time anymore. On Shop Lives. So wow. Wow, I love that. I want to add Empress Patra. Your that's you're gonna change your name, friend. Let me know if that's what you meant, or do you have another account? From BK Beauty. Ooh, nice. Good morning, all. How you doing? Pivot to tech consulting. Love it. How you doing, friend? Miss Tammy Davis. Remember I won the mini skirt too. That's right, you did win that mini skirt. Okay, so okay, really quickly, co-host. Let me go back to co-host. So co-host, really, when you think about it, so we don't talk about it enough. We don't do it enough. And Coach Jesse, if you guys are going to participate in the battle, um, learning group battle learning approach, that would be really great for you guys, so you can see what it means to co-host. Okay, so I would say if you had a friend or somebody else you wanted to co-host with, again, it offers more exposure to your room. Okay, it's an opportunity for people to get to know you, your style. And some people do the catch the bings. They do obviously the battling. There's so many different ways you can do it. So you don't have to battle with that person. But and then some people do it as an opportunity to again make it a learning experience. So if you have a professional that you're gonna bring in to talk to your audience, they don't have to come in as a guest. They can come in as a co-host. And you can have them invite their room, promote this co-hosting information session, and then everybody is exposed to both of you, and their community is exposed to you and you're exposed to their community. So just know um, well, they're exposed to your community too. So just know that that's another way to do it. Check them out on WhatsApp. Yes, so she did post in WhatsApp, and I went back because I saw where Sarah was like, what does that mean? What did she miss something? WhatsApp, what I realized, and here's what I do like about WhatsApp. WhatsApp offers the chat. It's more of a chat room. It's great for that. I don't know if school offers the same ability. I mean, you can post comments as a community, but it's not really a chat space. It is very much categorized in terms of what that person's talking about, and people can go in and engage with that particular comment. Whereas WhatsApp is good for chat feature. I think WhatsApp is also going to be good for me because when you guys have things that you can post that I need to take a look at, or if I ask you, so for example, I just had to do it today. One of our friends in here got a V last night, and I said, "Can I get copies of what you appealed, your screenshots?" I told her to send it to me on WhatsApp. Okay, so just know that that to me makes sense in terms of how you can leverage WhatsApp. It's like, okay, we can do a direct message, we can do some communication. One of our other friends, I don't know, did she come in the room today? Lisa, the other Lisa, she had a scam message email, and I wanted to bring that to you all's attention too. There's a couple things, and Miss Patra, you might want to be aware of this. People will come in your room and say, "End your live now." It's a violation. It says system notification or some kind of notification. That is not real. Okay, those are fake. Those are bots. Those are or people playing games. Oh, I'm right on top. Time. Yes, you are. You said yes. So I need to say that out loud because inevitably one of y'all gonna get one of those messages, and you're like, "Dr. Lisa, I had to end my live." No, there are some people in here playing games, and they will do that to you. Okay, so it comes in as a comment. If it comes in as a comment, it is not real. Okay. I'm just going to say that right now. If it comes in as a comment and it says notification and it looks like a little symbol and it looks like it might be real, it is not real. TikTok, when you get in trouble with TikTok, it comes right in the middle of your screen. Okay? And it's no mistaking. TikTok tells you right here in the middle of your face, like, hey, what you doing? Just like when you get the puzzle piece, it comes right in your face. That comes right in your face too. So just, I want to say that to my newbies. So that you're not like, what does that mean? Do I need to? Now, what I would tell you to do is press the comment, screen pops up, you can mute and block that person from coming to your room. I know that a few people tried me like that, so I threw them out. Did you? Okay. All right. Everybody can see it, then it's not real. There we go. Look at you. Come in here like you an expert. Look at you. Mrs. Treetop, I'm loving your journey, friend. I am loving it. She is a true expert now. Yes, I saw a few people try that. Laugh out loud. Yes. Saw the puzzle piece thing again. Yes, it comes pretty frequently. Did you see me? I saw you briefly when you were live, because when you were live, I was able to only pop in on one person's live this morning. So when you were live, I was literally about to go live. So I didn't get a chance to pop in on you and can see you for extensive period of time. She is okay. Yeah. But you doing it, Fran. You are doing it. So I'm gonna try to pop in on you soon. I am so proud of this. I know. She literally, this is like a whole new person from the time I was on your trial live with you. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, if you see it in the comments, it ain't real. Here we go. So yeah, the comments is what everybody can see. If it's in the comments, it's not a real violation. It's not a real issue. When it's real is when it's in the middle of the screen. Okay, and TikTok lets you know pretty quickly that there's something going on with your live. Okay, so those messages you should block. You should mute them, block them, remove them from the chat, so that way you're not distracted by, or your people are not distracted by your audience. Um, so anyway, back to co-host. Let me just show a couple of things. The first two group friends and learn tonight is in WhatsApp. Okay, yes. So battling, definitely go back to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is going to be useful. I don't know if we're going to necessarily totally remove it, but it is useful even for me when it comes to you guys messaging me directly with materials and stuff. So that's a good way for me to see it. And I like the voice memos that you can do on WhatsApp. You can't do it on school, but school is great for the resources in the library and materials there. So they both, to me, have a purpose that they serve. Let's see. Let's go. I'm gonna show you guys. So what I'm doing is clicking enhance. Oh, I still didn't see the WhatsApp to join. It's in. Did you get my email from Sunday? Anybody who got the email from Sunday is literally in the signature. Should be right there in the signature for you. Click the community link. When you originally said no, you didn't get the email from Sunday either, go ahead and we communicated. Yeah, let's communicate. Send me a message in inbox. What I'll do is just verify I have the right email for you. But I know we communicated over email because you had sent me a message. So I should have the right email. So if you're not getting my emails, anybody else who didn't get my email Sunday, let me know. But if you're not getting my emails, I want to make sure that you are. So, yeah, we'll do. Yeah, so we can make sure you got the emails and it's in there. And then even when you put your contact information, you got a confirmation email from me. Also, you should have got a confirmation that says Stan, and it has the WhatsApp link in it. It has the WhatsApp link and the school link. So both of them are there for you. Really quickly, anybody new in the room that is not part of the agency, I'm happy to talk to you about the agency. I know there's the majority of the people in the room are already with the agency, so let me know if you're new and you're like, why is she having this very in-depth conversation? Because these are people who are part of my Creator Network agency, so you are welcome to join. You're going to click the link in the corner, and so I can give you some insights if you're curious. But so really quickly, co-hosting. Let me show my screen. I'm going to do enhance, and I shared this yesterday. Enhance, and then I click effects. You know, this is an effect, so I'm going under effects. And we heard yesterday, you got to be careful with the effects. The effects have been kind of, they've been compromised, so make sure you're careful about what effect you picked. People are putting effects in there that are a little explicit, so you got to be careful about what's going on. TikTok's trying to remove it, but they are in there. Give me 1 second. I gotta open up my screenshot. Okay, so Natty, Nat, and I, we were on the live together. So I'm gonna go through a couple different screens. So I think there's a screen before this. Let me just kind of walk you guys through this. It might be a screen right before this. So this is me with a baseball cap on. Okay, so Natty Nat was my support person for this one, and as you can tell, you get those requests when you're in the middle of your conversation. Somebody requests to come up on your screen. What they did was click the co-host button. The co-host button when you're live is in this left corner, but they clicked the co-host button, and how they came across you is two different ways. Okay, so let me go to the screen. So they came across you as, let's go to this one rather. They came across you as co-host with creators that you know. Okay, So when you are clicking the co-host button again, just really quickly, just so that you guys know, you can see there's up to 4 spots that you can have. You see that? So you would just invite somebody else that you're trying to invite. Okay? So it's like a little party line. You can create that, but it's up to 4 boxes you can have. So this is your friends that are live. And just keep in mind, if you have your audience control on, that's an age protection. You won't be able to, somebody won't be able to invite you. Okay? It'll actually say it here like age protection is on. So just kind of know that that's something that's in there. You said the hard hand makes you look washed out. For me, it doesn't. It brightens me up a little bit. It brightens up the room. I like it. I do like it. But you gotta, yeah, you can mess with your dimming on your light, but for me, it brightens, it gives a little bit more light. You said rest in peace, baseball cap. For the next 5 weeks. It'll be back for a period of time. So here is the friends. So that's one way of pulling somebody up. So you're gonna invite them, okay, when you click the co-host feature. Now, here is the suggested. Oh, let me go here. Okay, yes. So here is suggested. Now these are people who are not your friends. Not in a mean way. You don't know them yet. And they don't know you yet. So these are just suggested creators, okay? And so what people are doing when they're like random and popping up saying co-hosts, they are essentially hitting this invite for you to come up, and you have the choice to decline or accept, or you can also click, it says don't show for 10 minutes. You can click that. So those are some choices that you have in the moment. There's some choices that you have even before in terms of the settings. But these are choices that you have once that screen comes up. I usually will sometimes hit the don't show me for 10 minutes and then I'll hit decline. Okay? And you can see where that timer is going. It's a 15-second timer. So that timer is going. It's timing down. So you got to make sure that you click that. So if you're looking away, you're not paying attention to your screen, and then that screen pop up, and then before you know it, that person, unfortunately, it does default in a way that it will accept the person, not decline them. Okay? So the timer's on the decline side. If you don't hit the decline, it will accept that person's in your room. Okay? So here, let's go back here. I just want to show this for you real quick. Up here is what you're going to pay attention to if you're trying to get that person out of your room or you're trying to change your settings, okay? So we're going to talk about it. Dang it, I was hoping it would default to no. No, it defaults to yes. That red accept is that you've accepted. The countdown is on the decline side. So yes, you are accepting. So you got to pay attention to it. So here, you see that square with the arrow? I don't know if you guys can pay attention. It's really small. That's how you remove them from the room, okay? That's how you remove them. You're going to click that. Once you click that, you get this message that will pop up like this to disconnect them. And that's what you're doing. You're disconnecting them. Is that a change because I just let them expire, laugh out loud? No, people, it goes to accept. Now, I don't know what your settings are. We can see what your acceptance, I don't know if it says that for the settings, but no, it goes to accept. Click. I mean, I will just say, I don't know. If it's changed, then that's interesting. But the countdown is on the decline side. So, right here is how you so once you hit that little arrow, the little box with the arrow, you disconnect them, okay? So let's go back to this one. So you see the 3 dots here? Let me show it on this one. The 3 dots, you see that? Those are settings, okay? Those are settings. And here's Natty Nat. So here's what you get to in this screen. It has it, okay, I'm just gonna make it a little larger. It has it where it says allow viewers to suggest creators. So your viewers, in the little arrow in the corner for you all, you can suggest creators, okay? And then it says allow invitations from friends when you're live, okay? So remember I showed you guys your friends list, the people who are live. So you can turn that off where you don't see who your friends are that are live. You could also toggle off the suggested list. This is where it says allow invitations from people who aren't your friends when you're live. So they again, they can you can cut it off. And so my friend Patra, somebody like you might take a moment to toggle off the invitations if it's becoming unbearable. I think there's a few of you, Mrs. Treetop, Bloom. There are some of you who said it's annoying. It's too many. Too many are constantly coming in. And so you could toggle that off in the beginning of your live and or any time in your live, because you can see I can access this at any point in the live. So you could toggle that off, and maybe that will stop it while you're doing your live. I will say I probably will toggle it on, turn it on if you're going to participate in the battle. So Coach Jesse's talking about the battle thing tonight. You might want to have that on so that you can get a suggested list, or if you're going to battle just kind of randomly as a celebratory thing, I want to make sure that's on. I don't know if it's off. Can people request you? I don't think they can. So just know that that's something you have to probably manage to turn that on if that's a problem. And then last one is notify you when creators you follow are live. There's little messages that's in the on the screen that will show up in your chat that says this person is live. So you can toggle that off too. So just know there's some things you can do to kind of manage this process a little bit better. I'm gonna catch up on chats because I know you guys have been chatting a little bit. I might have missed a couple comments. And so Coach Jesse, you said you requested. Let me catch up on comments real quick. And so is it so Natty Nat, yeah, the change. I don't think like I said, it seems like it's the countdown is on the decline sign. And I've had people talk about, oh, a person was in my room. And I think that's what's happened to our friend Patra when that happened to her last week. Do you you said, do you know how to create a timer in our lives on the screen? That's an effect, I believe. You know who does it all the time? Pals. Pals, are you in the room? That's part of her. Pals is in the room. Pals, do you know the answer to this? I'm gonna pin her comment. I know you probably know the quick way to do it, but I'm sure it's either an effect that she's come across with the timer. They're unbearable. I had 20 yesterday. Yeah, you can cut it off. I forgot about that today. There weren't that many today. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So I like the guy from New York. You said you like the one guy from New York as a battle. Yeah, he was nice. He was fine, but he didn't know how to get Brendan out the room. I'm checking my settings now. I love it. Yes, I love it. Okay, let's see. Pals, yes, it's in enhance then effects. What's the name of it? Is it name timer? Like what do you type to get to it? I saw it combined with screen image versus timer alone. I'm not sure. She has a pretty big one that's like in the middle of her screen. You said exactly, yes. You can put a countdown or timer. So she's saying essentially there's a couple different options. Countdown or timer. I'm assuming those are probably keywords you have to type to get to it. Yeah. Yeah, so countdown or timer is the one she used. But she has a big timer that's it's like almost like a banner. It looks like a banner, but apparently it's an effect that she's using. So, yeah. I'll go experiment. Yeah, so she has one that she uses all the time in her live because that's part of her live stream where you are coming to her room to do co-work or is it co-working co something. I think she's co-working together. So yeah, so she has that as a timer for you. Any other questions about co-hosts really quickly? Any questions, let me know. Because I want you guys to be prepared for how you can do that. It's what they're called. Countdown by TikTok or timer by TikTok. Okay. So yeah, take a look at that. Countdown by TikTok or timer by TikTok. Okay. Coach Jesse, I'm accepting you now. I think you want to talk about the battle stuff tonight? Friday nights. Hello, friend.
Yes, so I just wanted to kind of reiterate a little bit of what you said as far as the co-hosting. So, according to the request that the people sent in the WhatsApp, so the attempt is to do 3-way and 4-way. So right now we have 6 people that I know for sure have confirmed. So I did 2 groups of the 3 ways, um, and gave the names. So what I wanted to make sure that we hear, because it's myself, Daphne, Nikki, Trish, Dr. Trish, Butterfly, and Coach Rhonda. Those are the 6 for tonight. So I split it up, right? 3 and 3. So the first one, I put with will happen starting in my room at 8 o'clock Central Time, right? So here's what I wanted to make sure I clarify. So for the people that are doing the 3-way battles, they would all need to be in their own rooms. And then when I go to set co-hosts, I will go find them to put them in there, correct?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, that's me.
No. I mean, are you going to be in each battle?
No, so I did 3 groups, 2 groups of trios, so that we could learn about the 3-way battles first.
Yeah, so you would tell them, you guys are a trio. They need to determine what time they're going to do it. If everybody doing it at the same time, that's fine.
Yes, I'm talking about the 3-way battle.
Right.
The ones where the guy, put it in the
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so they would just request each other. You made it sound like you would have to call them up.
No, what I'm asking is, okay, so the 8 o'clock, I'm doing the first one, so I'm part of the first one.
Okay.
I'm one of the trio.
Okay.
So then, and I'm doing it at 8 p.m. So now, who requests who to get us all together?
That's something y'all just need to talk about. So if you're saying, and that's what I'm saying. Every group needs to know who's going to be the person to initiate. So if you're going to be the person to initiate at 8 o'clock, you're going to request, I don't know, Coach Rhonda if she's participating. And then when Coach Rhonda get in the room, you can go ahead and request. You can request the next person, or even Coach Rhonda can request the next person. But one of y'all could request.
They don't have to be live in their room.
They need to be live in their room. They need to be in their room. They need to be live. Yes.
Okay, so that's what I was asking. So each person needs to be in their room, and then I will request them.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to.
Yeah, every co-host, whenever you're co-hosting, this is just general information. If you're co-hosting, meaning that you are in your room, you went live. Otherwise, you're a guest.
Okay. Yes, okay, I got it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure everybody heard that since we're all learning it. So tonight we're gonna have 2 sets of the trios. So and I also said that if there's any problem with conflict of interest with timing, you can let me know so that we can adjust it. So this is just the preliminary dates. Timing and stuff. But I know the first one I scheduled for 8 p.m. Central Time, and it's myself, Daphne, and Nikki.
Okay.
And then I did the second one. I did for 8:30 Central Standard Time, and that one is going to be with Dr. Trish, Butterfly, and Rhonda. And we're just gonna kind of learn, the how it works, because I never did it. I've only seen it and things like that. So even those that are not a part, please come and learn and support. We're learning it all together. And then we'll do the full way maybe next week.
Okay. Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So yeah, definitely put the schedule on WhatsApp so we know who's in what room at what time, and people who want to support, they can follow. Or you put the schedule. You put each group schedule. Gotcha. Okay, I'll take a look at it then.
Yeah, because I had some other people that didn't quite say yes. They just was saying that I may be. So I asked for them to let me know. Like, hey, just let it's not, you don't have to know everything. That's why we're doing it as a friends and learn, so that this is also something you can take back and do in your room, and because if you're doing it with other people, you want to make sure that you know the do's and don'ts. So it's good to start off with amongst us to learn it, so that we'll get to know it. And so next week we'll do a full way, and then then also the following week, I'm just trying to do something different each Friday. So then the following week, so we'll do 4-way next week, and the following week we'll do the group battles, you know, with all the boxes, the 8 boxes.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. You said the group battles. You're saying those are guests. Those aren't
Yeah, so those would be like how you know, like
co-hosts.
I'll be in my room and then I'll have the you know, the 8 people come, I'll select them, and then we'll do the elimination and all the way to the very end, and then the last person win.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's talk about that one. That before we put that out there. Okay. So
Oh yeah, that one is like the third one, so that's not right now anyway.
yeah. And that one, let me just say out loud, and maybe we can even talk about this on Zoom too. That particular format is probably best not as a community, that you do that as your own thing, because essentially you're hosting that. So each person will want to host their own. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I did say that. I said it's gonna be in my room, and it's just those. That's just the opportunity for the learning.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
Everybody will know how, you know, that they probably never even seen that before, so that they can see how it go and the process of it, and of course, if they'll be able to ask questions, because you know, it's still kind of a teachable moment for all of us as a group.
gotcha. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. And then, if I heard correctly, it's in WhatsApp. So if you want to go there, you can
Yes,
get the schedule.
yes, I put tonight the first trio, and the second trio. First one is 8 Central Time. Second one is 8:30 Central Time. I just need the people to confirm that that works for them, that time works for them, and everything, so that we know definitely that's what it is. But right now we have it. The 8 o'clock one is myself, Daphne, and Nikki, and the 8:30 one is Dr. Trish, Butterfly, and Rhonda.
Who's Butterfly?
Well, that's what they put. I don't know who Butterfly is.
Is that the
That's their
nickname?
name.
What's that?
Butterfly.
Who is Butterfly? Anybody in the room
I
named
don't know
Butterfly?
Butterfly. I don't know who's in Butterfly, but Butterfly's in the group. Butterfly.
Who is Butterfly?
Well, somebody name is Butterfly. So Butterfly gotta make their face known, and but Butterfly battling tonight. Okay.
I don't know who Butterfly is, friend. I've
That's
never
what they
put-
named it in the group. Did you see that?
Well, I mean, people have phone numbers. People have their their previous WhatsApp name. I have no idea.
Identify yourself. Let us know who you are. Butterfly. Who is Butterfly?
I have no idea.
No,
No idea.
all right. You don't know. I know. I don't know.
I'll go back and look and see if I can make sense of it, but no, I don't know. Maybe that's Nika. Nika to join the group.
Oh, you think that's low-key Butterfly? Ooh, now I want to know who Butterfly is. Butterfly is like,
Nika said your imaginary friend.
oh, well, you know I love a butterfly. That's my logo. So maybe it is, because that is my business logo. Butterfly. That's my friend.
I don't know who Butterfly is.
You know what? I'm not going to go there, because y'all know what happened to me the other day. And you know, me.
He
Okay.
said I snuck in there. All right. All right.
Well, Butterfly is battling at 8:30 tonight.
We'll find out who Butterfly is.
Hopefully we find them. Doc, for real, now you gotta tell us who Butterfly is.
I'll take a look. I don't know. I don't know if their name was Butterfly coming into it.
Do you know anyone handle this Butterfly?
You got a butterfly in your name. I would have thought it was you. I would have been like, oh, that's her. Oh, maybe we have the timer.
My logo and everything is Butterfly. I'm all things Butterfly. My name is Coach Miss Jessie Business.
Okay.
In the TikTok, in the WhatsApp, I think I put, yeah, with Jessie.
So
tonight if she don't show up.
Trisha says she had something to share. She has to go to a meeting, but Trisha, if you don't mind coming back at the 4, maybe share it then. She said she had an update about battles, that she found out something, so she wanted to make sure she shared it when she was out in the streets. So sounds good. Thank you, friend.
Okay, let us know if it's gonna impact tonight in the WhatsApp. If it's not, so if it's something that we need to know, let us know tonight, before tonight.
Okay, Lupa said it might be Rising Star. That might be her name. And what's that?
Rising Star. She has her name, Rising Star.
Does she have her name as Rising Star? Okay.
Well, yes, because she's one of the questionable ones that I don't know if she want to try the friendly trio or the 4-way.
We need to check with Sarah. Sarah and Flourish, they always down for a battle. So, they always down. So those might be two you might check in with too.
We probably can do more than 2 groups.
Yeah.
I'm sure, because they only like 5 minutes, so we can do definitely more than these groups. I just need the people to confirm. Those that they didn't say yay or nay. It's kind of like, okay, again, this is just to learn. So if more people want to do it, they just gotta let me know, and then I'll group them up so that we can do
now.
Just the 2.
Here's what you put in a WhatsApp. Maybe put it in, I don't know, maybe I'll put something out there for people to go check the WhatsApp. Because people want to make sure that they have their communities in their room too.
That's what I was gonna say, because that's why I told them to check and let me know if it's any conflict. Because if it's not, then they could set up live event. They can do whatever it is to get their people into the room.
Yeah.
In general, we're only doing it with the 3 of with the community for us, just for the learning part. But the support part can be their community and everybody, still share it out as regular. But it's just to take away the pressure of learning when you're doing it with somebody you don't know, as opposed to doing it with people that you do know. But yeah, as long as there's no conflict with the time and everything, they could just go ahead and set up their live event for tonight at the time that I allotted for them, and then whoever else is still interested, we can certainly squeeze out a few more for tonight, and then everyone could just kind of go ahead and set up their live event to get to rally up their troops and people and supporters.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thanks a lot, friend.
All right,
no
problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Nika, I like your thinking, Nika. That's what I was gonna go with that exactly. No, actually, I do have a hard stop though. I do have a hard stop, so I know I'm not gonna be able to kind of go super long. But anybody who is interested in agency, so just so that you guys know, let me do a quick recap. We are a Creator Network agency. Happy Friday. How you doing, Harvey? We are a Creator Network agency. So within the agency, what Coach Jesse's talking about is that we're learning. We're a learning room. We learn. That's what I have it up here. We learn all the time. I say featured. Learning. So I want to make sure we're learning as we do this. And these are things that we are helping to build our community and grow our community, build more engagement in our community, but also improve the monetization that we have. So just recognizing that these are all different ways that you can do it. When I was with my previous situation, that was not taught to me. It wasn't trained. It wasn't educated. I didn't know and understand. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that we understand how to do it. And Coach Jesse is supporting that with coming up with different ways for us to learn about battling, as well as doing group battles or doing individual battles or doing battles in our room where we have our guests participate. So just recognizing these are all different types of strategies. So you don't have to participate. It's totally up to you. You can come and join and watch. When it comes to battling in terms of support, it does not even have to be monetary support. It could be you tapping the screen, you putting comments in, you sharing out the live, doing things like that is supporting even in the battle process. So just recognizing that's another way to support. So I don't want you guys to feel pressure to come in and do all the gifting and stuff, but it really is intended to be a learning experience for all of us without the pressure. So know that that's what we're doing here. And you're welcome to see it tonight in action. You're welcome to participate in any way you choose to. So that's what we're talking about. Okay. So do you know about the viewers who get on the videos? I got millions on some. So what's the best? Views on video. I'm assuming you pay for those views too. You promote it. You do the promote feature. They will show that they expose your video to a lot of people. When you pay to promote, those views do not count in your likes, and it really doesn't count in your view count. It's something you see, but ultimately, when it's time to get into the Creator Network program, I'm sorry, the Creator Rewards program, they don't count the paid promoted views. They only count the organic ones. So again, it's one of those things where I don't know if it's worth doing it if you're not going to get the engagement and the likes from it. Okay. So that's pretty much what you want to pay attention to. If you're looking at your profile page, if you're looking on your home profile page and you don't see a lot of likes, that speaks volumes about how people are engaging your content. Are agencies free to join? Harvey, agencies are free to join. I need to start with that. Because that seems to be the question. People are like, look here, what we doing here? Am I paying? Did these people pay to join this? No, they did not pay. Do it scared. Love it, love it. Do it scared. There we go, friend. Go live. So Harvey, no, it's not paid. Let me break it down for you, friend. So what happens is if you're a live host, anybody who is live, when you are going live, what happens for you is that you get rewards, you get diamonds, you get monetized by TikTok based on what they call the Scale Live Rewards. So you can get up to 53% is based on how long you go live, how many new followers you have, and then the gifting that comes from that. Okay, gifting that you get. Now, what TikTok says is like, oh, okay, well, we can pay you up to 53%. Now, 53%, to be honest with you, is for those League A people. They're not for the average person. The average person is getting about 43%. 40, I'm sorry, I said 43, 49%, 49 and a half. That's the average weekly payout that you're going to get between your per live and the weekly missions. So 53 is what TikTok advertises. So in that scenario, TikTok will take 47. The 47 that TikTok gets, TikTok says, okay, agency, we're going to break you off a couple percentages. If you're training, offering hosting strategy, monetization strategies, you're helping them in terms of advocating if they get violations, you are their person. You're helping to improve and keep them consistent and keep them going live. So that's my role. And TikTok says, well, we'll give you some of our percentage if you do this type of support. So that's what happens. I am on someone else's live, and some were saying you have to pay, and others were saying free. So there are agencies you pay for. Like if you do TikTok Shop, different shop agencies, they have different pay scales or ways to sign up with their agencies. If it is the Creator Network program, that is a program that is free. Okay? So the Creator Network program. Now, if it's something else, then I can't speak on what other programs it is. But when you click the link here, you are going to get, you're applying to the Creator Network program. Let me show you where you'll see this at. Let me go here. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to my shop page just so you can see. So you can see where your Creator Network is. And if it's a Creator Network program that is making you pay for their Creator Network, then again, beware. I wouldn't sign up, essentially. Okay, so just beware. I need to say that differently because I can't coach or poach. But at the end of the day, just beware because this is a free program. This is a program where I just gave you the breakdown. TikTok is paying the agency. So for Creator Network, the benefit is to make sure you are supporting your creators that they go live, because if they don't go live, you don't get paid. But if you don't go live, you don't get paid. so neither one of us win. But when it comes to this program, TikTok says, okay, depending on how they go, how they're performing, because TikTok recognizes that this is, there is a business strategy here. So if you got people going live and growing and building and they're getting strategy from you and support from you, then you want to make sure you're supporting your creators. So that's essentially what's happened. On my shop page, really quickly, I hit a video. If you go to your live, right here it says tools live. I'm gonna go to live. Under live, here, under live, you're gonna scroll down to the area where it has tools and resources. Under here, let me change my mirror around. So under here, there's a little arrow here. Sorry. Doesn't like when I do this. Okay, there it goes. This is the Creator Network Program. So it's under live, Creator Network Program. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. And under here, it says grow and live out your dreams. So essentially, it just tells you all the different things here. Now, once you apply to the agency, and if you get invited, accepted, then it would show up here that you're linked to my agency. And if you get linked to another agency, it's going to show up here. Okay. So this program is essentially the Creator Network Program. If you are, if somebody's promoting a different program, like for example, we saw Service Plus. Service Plus is also free, but that's a different creator manager program. That's different. Like I said, TikTok Shop is different. They have different models that are out there in terms of how they will support people who are doing TikTok Shop. So my shop page, I just showed you my shop page. The agency I'm connected to has a her share is 20% for any sales. So she has an 80-20. So I do end up taking any commissions I get. She gets 20% of them. So just recognize that those are different models out there, but for the Creator Network Program, that should not be the case. Okay. So if that is the case, like I said, it's up to you, but just recognize what services are they offering. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. So here's a couple things you need to know. TikTok has to approve your status. So if you click my link, you can apply, and then essentially there's a couple things that will disqualify you. If you're already with a Creator Network agency, you can't join another. If you have any violations on your account, they won't allow you to join. If you have, you only can join one Creator Network, and I had to go and research and make sure I said this correctly. You only can join one Creator Network per person for any of your accounts. Okay, so you can't have a different account and have a Creator Network for that account, and then this other account you have a Creator Network for that account. You can't do that. So it's one per person. No matter how many accounts you got, it's one per person for the Creator Network Program. And then the other thing is that I'm in the US and Canada. So if you're outside my region, it will say an unsupported region. So that's another thing that that you need to be aware of. Okay. And then finally, like I said, if you click the link, I can check immediately to see if you're eligible. But if not, that's totally fine too. You're welcome to. I just updated, just so you guys know, I did update my website, my link in bio, my LINK in my profile, where it has the Creator Network, it has the it has the Magically that's there. So it has the Creator Network, it has the description of the Creator Network too. It's there for you all, so you guys can see the services that are offered. So it's also listed there. And then I also do business strategy and consulting, which is different services and fees. So if you want to meet with me and do a one-on-one beyond TikTok, we can talk about that too. Okay. So let me know if there's any questions, friends. I appreciate you all coming in. We are gonna get going in a second. And I'm happy to answer any further. Your hair looks great. Thank you so much. Good. You said good, but I said great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hair was there. It's not a block word. Hair was not there. So it's not a filtered word on me. But yeah, let me know if there's any final questions. I'm gonna jump off in a second. You said, oh great, okay, great. Use on my videos. I didn't pay for. What will happen to those? Also, what does TikTok do with them? Nothing. They stay on your page. And as you grow and as you build, people go back and look at those videos, so you'll get new views. You'll get some more views, but at the end of the day, those videos don't worry about. Don't worry about any of your content. Just post. Just post the content. That's what I would say. It'll get better over time. You just keep posting, okay? And try not to promote. That would be my recommendation, okay? Laugh out loud, yes. All right, friends. I appreciate all you guys. Let me know if there's any questions, any final questions. I'm going to head out. I will be back at 4. We'll get to talking and chatting. And then, and I will, we'll see how this Friday goes. Friday is it seems to be the battle day. So we're gonna go with it. We should have a fun time. One guy came on telling me to stop doing videos. Oh. Ignore people who are being rude. Just ignore them. Later, Doc. Take their files. Ignore them. Laugh out loud. Ignore them. Don't worry about it, friend. Keep going. Keep posting the content. Bountiful, how you doing, friend? You said I did. And you know you can block people like that from your content. You don't have to do that. What time is your battle? I'm not battling. I'm viewing, I'm supporting. I'm a supporter. I'm gonna be a supporter tonight. I wish I was battling. I battled early in the week, so I'm not gonna battle. So I would leave them. I know. Good morning, how you doing, Day Rates? How are you, friend? Thank you for telling me about my imposters out there. I'm working on it. I'm gonna work on getting rid of them. Matter of fact, I really do need to do that today too. So, all right, friends. Well, I'm about to head out. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be out. Doc is doing the schedule of battle. Is going to schedule a battle. Should I? I'm not. Maybe I'll schedule one for next week. I only connect with the real Dr. Lisa. I go on today, do I? You can't, Patrick. Yeah, sure, go on today. You need to start practicing. Anybody who has not gone live, if you have not gone live, I need to send messages because I want you guys to get used to going live. If you're in the agency, I want you to go live at least twice a week. At least, maybe 3 times. I say 3 times is like the strong encouragement. But if you are that uneasy about it, let's get going live. Collect your points, yes, collect your points. Right, I saw like that, like what? I went live yesterday. Left a lot awkward. Was it? It gets better, Fred. It gets better. I put my phone in my pocket and lost it. It took me a while to get back to you. Oh, did you? Well, you know what? Click my bell. If you click, so this is the way you know it's me and not the imposters also. If you click my profile here, my photo, my mini profile pops up. Click my photo again. It takes you to my main profile. There's a bell in the right corner. Click that bell to know when I go live and when I post content. So that's a way that you know it's me. And then there's also something I reposted, and that's what Nika's talking about. You could customize somebody's name in the when you're on their profile. You click that arrow in the top